Okay, thank you for your confirmation. So students, now all of you need to mute. Question number 9, third part. So first you need to find the given triangle in the given figure. So it is the question number 9th, and whatever the diagram is given there for the question, it is like this. It is given ABCD a parallelogram. So ABCD a parallelogram, and here BD is joined, and after that P and Q are the points on that diagonal. So P and Q are the points, and now it is like this. Okay, so for the question number 9, this diagram is given there, and in the third part it is asked that for the third part you need to prove it that triangle AQB, you need to prove that triangle AQB and congruence to triangle CPD, triangle CPD. So you need to prove that these two triangles are congruent. So if you are going to give the proof for the third, so you will take in triangle AQB and triangle CPD. So first I will search these two triangles in the given diagram. Reason is that it is a diagram where you are going to get the many triangles. So triangle AQB, so here it is the triangle AQB. So I am going to mark it. It is the triangle AQB. And second triangle is triangle CPD. So here it is the triangle CPD. So you need to prove that both these triangles are congruent. Now if you are going to read the statement of the question, it is given that DP equal to BQ. In the question it is given that DP and BQ, these two are equal. So here you need to show three values that are equal, that is follow the congruency criteria. So here you are going to find in both the triangle BQ and that DP that are equal. BQ equal to DP, that is equal. BQ is the side in the first triangle as well as DP is the side in the second triangle. And so here you will write BQ equal to DP. So here BQ equal to DP, that is given. So you got one side equal in both the triangle. Now you need to find the second. So here you are going to get these two will be equal. AB equal to CD. If you are going to read the statement of the question, it is given that ABCD is a parallelogram. So if ABCD is a parallelogram, so in the parallelogram we know that opposite sides are equal. So AB equal to CD. So here you are going to get AB and CD are equal. These are the corresponding parts. So AB equal to CD, that is opposite sides of parallelogram. Opposite sides of parallelogram. So that's why these two are equal. You need to search the third value. So for the third, if a parallelogram is like that, suppose that here it is A, B, C, D, and if you are going to join this, so these are the alternate interior angles. If these two lines are parallel, one line is intersecting, so these two are alternate interior. So it means this angle and this angle. These are alternate interior angles. So here you will write angle ABQ, angle ABQ equal to angle CDP, alternate interior angle. So here I got three value equal, these two sides and the angle included between these two sides that are equal. So by SAS criteria, both the triangles will be congruent. So it shows that triangle AQB congruence to triangle CPD, that is by SAS criteria. So by SAS criteria, both the triangles are congruent. So that is the third part. So students, again, if you are going to solve any question where the diagram is given, so whatever the question you are going to prove, like here you need to prove that these two triangles are congruent. So your first aim is to find both the triangle in the given diagram. If it is a little bit complicated diagram, so first try to dark, you can recognize both the triangles, and after that you need to find whatever the values are required. Some of the value will be given in the question like that. These two are equal, that is given in the question. And I had applied the property of the parallelogram, so I got these two sides are equal, opposite sides of the parallelogram, and then for the third I got alternate interior angle. So by this way I got that this will be congruence. So got it clear? Okay, any other students who is having any kind of problem in this question, then ask me. If any other doubt is there regarding this question number 9, then you can ask, otherwise I will go for the question number 10. So if no one having the doubt, so I'm going for the question number 10. So students, for the 10th question, one diagram is given there. So I will draw the diagram. So it is exercise 8.1. That is exercise 8.1, and I am going for the question number 10th. So for the question number 10th, one diagram is given there. So I am going to draw that diagram. It is given like this. It is A, B, C, D. So A, B, C, D, and BD joined here. So I am going to join BD. Then here it is, and it is like this. Okay, so in this question, this diagram is given. So I have drawn the diagram. Now I am going to read the statement of the question. It is given that ABCD is a parallelogram. It means whatever the quadrilateral you had drawn ABCD, in the question it is given that it is a parallelogram. So okay, it is a parallelogram. AP and CQ are perpendicular from the vertices A and C. AP and CQ, here you are going to find AP and CQ. These are the perpendicular from the point A and C on BD. So perpendicular means if you are going to draw any line segment from a point to any other line, and if it is going to make 90 degrees, that is called the perpendicular. So here it is given that AP and CQ are perpendicular, it means it is 90 degree here as well as here it is 90 degrees. So that is given here. Now you need to prove triangle APB and triangle CQD are congruent. So first you will start from the given. So in the given you will write given, and you are given a parallelogram ABCD. So here you will write a parallelogram. You are given a parallelogram ABCD, that is given, and it is also given that AP and CQ are perpendicular to BD. So here you will write AP, and it is the symbol of the perpendicular. So AP perpendicular to BD, and CQ is also perpendicular to BD. So perpendicular means ki AP and CQ are going to make the 90 degree angle with BD, that is given. Now you need to prove, in this question you need to prove two parts. So in the first part you need to prove the triangle APB. First part you need to prove that triangle APB congruence to triangle CQD, and in the second part you need to prove that AP equal to CQ. So for the second part, you know that if you are able to prove that these two are congruent, then by CPCT you will write AP and CQ will be equal. So for the second part, you are not supposed to write any extra statement. Only whatever the solution is there, that you need to give for the first part. If first part will be proved, then for the second part only you need to write one line where AP equal to CQ by CPCT. Here you can get AP and CQ are the corresponding part. So first I am going to search the triangles. Triangle APB. So triangle APB is here in the diagram. If I am going to draw that diagram separately, so it will be like this. It is here like this. Okay, it is APB. And if I am going for the second triangle is CQD. CQD is here. So if I am going to draw the second triangle, it is like that. It is CQD. So here I am going to draw both the triangles separately, so it will be easier to understand. So triangle APB, I had drawn it here, and triangle CQD, I had drawn it here. So now I need to source three value equal according to the criteria of the congruency. So I am going to give the proof of this. So in the proof, in triangle APB and triangle CQD. So I am going to take triangle APB and triangle CQD. Now here I need to show three value equal. So first I am going to start, if I am going for in this triangle, I am going to get AB. and in this triangle I am going to get CD. So if I am going to say that AB and CD are equal, that AB and CD are equal, anyone who can give me the reason why I am going to say AB and CD are equal? AB and CD? Yes, opposite sides. That's good. Opposite sides are parallelogram. Okay, whatever the main diagram is there which is given in the book, you are going to find that in the question ABCD parallelogram given. So in the parallelogram, opposite sides will be equal. So here AB and CD will be equal, and AB is the side in the first triangle. Here in the triangle ABP, AB is the side, and CD is the side in the second triangle. Here you can get. So AB equal to CD, opposite sides are parallelogram. So you got one side is equal in both the triangles. So here you will write AB equal to CD, AB equal to CD. Region you will give opposite sides of parallelogram. That is opposite sides of parallelogram. I got one side equal. Now students, if AP is perpendicular, then here it is 90 degree. It means angle APB is 90 degree. Reason is that AP is perpendicular to BD. It means angle APB. Angle APB, it is 90 degree. It is not given that it is 90 degree, but it is given that AP is perpendicular. Perpendicular means AP will make 90 degree angle with BD. So it is 90 degree. As well as it is also given that CQ is perpendicular to BD. It means this angle will be also 90 degrees. Angle CQD. So angle CQD, it is 90 degree. So I got one angle are also equal, 90 degree and 90 degree. It is given that these two are perpendicular. Perpendicular means both these AP and CQ will make 90 degree angle with the BD. Now here I am going to write angle APB, angle APB, angle APB equal to angle CQD, equal to angle CQD. Region you can give each 90 degree. It means both the angles are 90 degree. Reason is that both these AP and CQ are perpendicular. So I got one side and one angle equal. Now anyone who can get the third value, what will be the third value equal? Yes. Here, if it is a parallelogram, that is given a parallelogram, and if you are going to join BD, so whatever this angle is there and this angle, that is the alternate interior angles. In a parallelogram, if you are going to join the diagonal, then here you are going to get the alternate interior angle. So these two will be equal. So here angle CDQ, that is the part of this angle, and angle ABP, that is the part of this angle. So both are equal alternate interior angle. So here I am going to get angle B, this angle, and here in this angle D, that is angle CDQ, angle CDQ. So these two are alternate interior angles, that's why both are equal. So here you will write it is the angle ABP, so that is angle ABP equal to angle CDQ, equal to angle CDQ, that is alternate interior angles. So here I got two angles and one side. Here I got total three values are equal. Two angles and one side is equal. So which criteria is going to be followed in both the triangle? That is AAS, angle side. So here you are going to get the AAS criteria, two angles and one side. So you will write it. It shows that triangle APB congruence to triangle CQD, that is AAS criteria. So by AAS criteria, both the triangles are congruent. So first part is proved. It is the first part. You need to prove the triangle APB congruence to triangle CQD. And for the second part, only you need to write AP equal to CQ. And here AP and CQ, if you had proved that both are congruent, so AP and CQ are the corresponding sides of both the triangles. So here only you will write by CP, CT. So for the second part, only you need to write CP, CT. So it is the complete solution of the question number 10. So you need to write it. Then I will go for the next question. Okay, so all of you need to write. Take the few more times to write it. Okay, all of you are written. Okay, okay. If anyone who, okay, okay. So if you are written, then I'm going for the next question. That is the question number 11th. So students, in the question number 11th, you are going to get a very complicated diagram is given there. So I'm going to draw that, and after that I will explain. That is the very simple question, but whatever the diagram is given there, that is a little bit complicated. So I'm going to first draw the diagram, and with the help of diagram, I will explain you the question. The diagram is given like this. Okay, so this diagram is given. Here the naming is that A, B, C, D, E, and F. So for the 11th question, you are given this diagram. So I have drawn this diagram. Now I am going to read the statement what are given in this question. You are given in triangle ABC. So here you are going to get a triangle ABC. A triangle ABC is here and triangle DEF. So DEF is here. So whatever the statement is given in the question, that is given for two triangles ABC and DEF. So both are here. And here it is given that AB equal to DE. AB and DE are equal, it is given. So I am going to write whatever the terms given in the question. So here in the given, you will write, it is given AB equal to DE. So AB equal to DE, it is given. And it is also given that AB parallel to DE. So here it is also given AB parallel to DE. Next, it is again given that BC equal to EF. BC is here and EF is here. So you are given that AB and DE are equal in the question, and it is also given that BC and EF are also equal. So here you will write in the given BC equal to EF, and BC is also parallel to EF. So BC is parallel to EF. Vertices A, B and C are joined to the vertices D, E and F. Here you are going to get vertices A, B and C. Here vertex are there A, B and C. These vertex are going to be joined with a dotted line. You are going to get A is going to be joined with D, B is going to be joined with E, and C is going to be joined with F. So that is also written in the question. Whatever the dotted line is there, that is going to indicate that these vertices are going to be joined. A is joined to D, B is joined to E, and C is joined to F. That is given. Now what you need to prove in the first part? So to prove, so students, what you need to do? You need to write all the 6 parts. Here in this question, you are given the 6 parts to prove. So you need to write that all the 6 parts in the to prove. So here I am not going to write, otherwise it will uh, take whole that board to write the to prove. It will take whole the board. So what you need to do? You need to write these 6 whatever the given in the to prove in your copy one by one. So kindly note down this, and I will give the proof one by one. So from the book you need to write to prove and all the 6 parts. Okay, so kindly note down this in the to prove, write all the 6 part from the book. So students, you have written. Okay, so if you have written this, then I am going for the proof one by one. So now for the first, I am going to give the proof. So only I am going to write the first part, whatever I am going to prove. First part that is given, you need to prove that ABED is a parallelogram. In the first part, you need to prove that ABED is a parallelogram. So that first part is given there. So I am going to give the proof for the first part. Now here proof. So now first I will search the ABED quadrilateral where it is given ABED. If I am going to draw it separately, it will be like this. Whatever the quadrilateral ABED is there, that will be like this. Here it is given by the dotted line, it is like this. Okay, so from that complicated diagram I had here taken the ABED quadrilateral. So here it is ABED. So it is a quadrilateral. Here you are going to get it is a quadrilateral, but you need to prove that it is a parallelogram. So you need to show one of the property that is going to be followed here in the quadrilateral to prove it is a parallelogram. So students, here it is given AB equal to ED. That is given AB equal to D. It is given in the question. And it is also given that AB parallel to D. AB parallel to D and AB equal to D. That is given in the question. So what you need to do, students, kindly open the just page number 145 where theorem 8.8 is given. So once open the page number 145 and theorem 8.8. In this theorem it is given that a quadrilateral is a parallelogram if a pair of opposite sides is equal and parallel. So it is the theorem, it means you can use this theorem in the question. Here you are going to get in the quadrilateral ABED. AB and DE are equal as well as AB and DE are parallel. So according to the theorem 8.8, if in a quadrilateral one pair of opposite sides are equal and parallel, then it will be a parallelogram. So got it, why it is a parallelogram? Okay, so only you need to write it in the statement. So here what the statement you will give, you will write in quadrilateral ABED, one pair of opposite sides, AB and DE are equal and parallel. So ABED is a parallelogram. So ABED is a parallelogram. So you had given the reason. Here you are not supposed to give some extra statement. Only you need to write that there is a theorem in which it is given that if in a quadrilateral one pair of opposite sides is equal and parallel, then it will be a parallelogram. So you had given the reason that I am having one theorem. According to that, if in a quadrilateral one pair of opposite sides are equal and parallel, then it will be a parallelogram. So it is the proof of the first part. So got it clear? If anyone having the doubt, then ask me. If anyone having the doubt regarding this statement. So students, whatever the theorems are there, that is used in the question. If 8 theorems are there, so where it is required, you need to use the theorem. So here theorem 8.8 is used, so I had used that theorem. So if you are written, then I will go for the second part. In the second part, you need to prove that. Here I am going to write the second part, what you need to prove. In the second part, you need to prove that BEFC is a parallelogram. So here in the second part, you need to prove BEFC is a parallelogram. So in the second part, you need to prove BEFC a parallelogram. So here BEFC, if I am going to draw BEFC separately, it will be like this. It is given like this. Here it is the BEFC. So I had drawn it. It is like BEFC. So I had drawn it separately. here you in the question in the second part it is given that BC equal to EF. It is given that this BC and EF are equal, and it is also given that BC parallel to EF. BC equal to EF it is given, and BC parallel to EF it is given. So again it is going to follow the same condition whatever followed in the first one. If in a quadrilateral one pair of opposite sides is equal and parallel, then it will be a parallelogram. So again it is similar to the first part. So only here I am going to make the changes in quadrilateral, and here you will write BEFC, BEFC, one pair of opposite sides, and here BE, as here it is BC and EF are equal and parallel, so BCEF is a parallelogram. So BEFC is a parallelogram. So again the same condition is there for in the second part. For the second part again similar condition is there, so only I had replaced that value. So BEFC, it is also a parallelogram. Reason is that one pair of opposite sides is equal and parallel. That is already here, it is given in the question. So second part is proved. So students, you have written this. Then I will go for the third part. Okay. Then I am going for the third part. In the third part, you need to prove that AD parallel to CF and AD equal to CF. So I am going to erase these parts. In the third part, what you need to do, that I will write here, and then I will give the proof. In the third part, you need to prove that is the third part. And in the third part, it is given that you need to prove AD parallel to CF, AD parallel to CF, and AD equal to CF, and AD equal to CF. So you need to prove that AD and CF are parallel as well as AD and CF are equal. So here these are AD and CF. Whatever the AD and CF is used in the question, that is given in the diagram. Here it is AD and here it is the CF. So you need to prove that these two are equal and parallel. So I am going to give the proof of this. Okay, so students, here I had proved that ABED is a parallelogram. In the first part I had proved that ABED, that is a parallelogram I had proved. So if ABED is a parallelogram, it is like this, ABED. So kindly see the first part where you had proved that ABED is a parallelogram. That is already proved. So in the parallelogram, opposite sides are equal and parallel. This will be parallel to this and equal to this, as well as these two will be parallel to each other and equal to each other. It means from here we can write it, since ABED, since ABED is a parallelogram, that is already proved. Since ABED is a parallelogram, then yes, kindly mute your cell phone. If anyone who has unmuted, kindly mute it. Okay, since ABED is a parallelogram, it means that here you can write in the parallelogram opposite sides are equal and parallel. So if ABED is a parallelogram, that is proved. So here we can write BE equal to AD. So here we can write BE equal to AD and BE parallel to AD. In a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal and parallel. So if ABED is a parallelogram, so in the parallelogram, these two are the opposite sides. So BE equal to AD and BE parallel to AD. Again, in the second part, you had given the proof that BEFC is a parallelogram. So since BEFC is a parallelogram, then again in the parallelogram, if BEFC, it is a parallelogram, so here BE and CF are the opposite sides. So you can write BE equal to CF and BE parallel to CF. So if BEFC is a parallelogram, so BE and CF are the opposite sides, so both will be equal and parallel. Now students, here I have written B equal to AD and here I have written B equal to CF. So here you will write, since BE equal to AD and BE equal to CF, since BE equal to AD and BE is also equal to CF, if students, if one thing is equal to the two things, it means that both will be equal. If BE is equal to AD and BE is also equal to CF, what is the means of this? If BE and AD are equal and BE and CF are equal, it means that AD and CF will be also equal. If I am going to show that, if it is written that, suppose that if here it is the BE, and if I am going to say that if BE is equal to AD, BE AD ke equal hai, and in the same way BE is also equal to CF, BE is also equal to CF. It means if BE is equal to the two different things, then both the things will be equal to each other. So here you will write, if B equal to ED and B equal to CF, then here you can write, then AD equal to CF. Similarly, since BE parallel to AD and BE parallel to CF, again if the one line is parallel to the two different lines, then both the different lines will be parallel to each other. Then here we can write, then AD parallel to CF. So here you had proved that AD parallel to CF and AD equal to CF. It is proved. So it is the proof of the third part. So that is the proof of the third part. You need to write it. Again, if anyone having the doubt in this part, then ask, that particular student can ask the question. Yes. Yes. Actually, Roshni, from my end, it is okay. Any students who is going to get the clear video, kindly reply me. Any other students who is going to get? Okay. So that's I'm going to check from my end. I'm going to check it. I'm going to get the good network quality. So from my end, it is okay. If I'm going to get any disturbance from my end, at that same time I will start the class. But here I'm going to get the proper network quality here. Okay. So all of you are written. The students who are having the problem regarding the video, so same question I will upload today in the Google Classroom. So don't worry about that. So that is the third part is proved. AD parallel to CF and AD equal to CF, it is proved. Now I will go for the fourth part. So students, in the fourth part, what you need to prove here, I am going to write. In the fourth part, you need to prove that ACFD is a parallelogram. In the fourth part, you need to prove that ACFD is a parallelogram. So in the fourth part, you need to prove ACFD is a parallelogram. So first I will search the ACFD. ACFD. Here it is the quadrilateral ACFD, that is here. So you need to prove that it is a parallelogram. So students, in the kindly see the third part. In the third part, you had proved that AD parallel to CF. Here you had proved that AD and CF are parallel and AD and CF are also equal. So in the third part, you had proved that in ACFD, AD and CF are parallel and both are equal. So again, it is going to follow the theorem 8.8. According to that, if in a quadrilateral one pair of opposite sides are equal and parallel, then it will be a parallelogram. So in the third part, you had proved that these two are equal and parallel. So here you will write in quadrilateral ACFD, one pair of opposite sides, and that we had proved कि AD and CF are equal and parallel. Then if in a quadrilateral one pair of opposite sides are equal and parallel, then it will be a parallelogram. Then ACFD is a parallelogram. So again the same region you had given, but in the question it was not given that AD and CF are equal and parallel, but in the third part you had given the proof AD and CF are parallel and equal. So from the third part you got that AD and CF are equal and parallel. So if in a quadrilateral one pair of opposite sides are equal and parallel, then it will be a parallelogram. So you had given the region. And for the fifth part, students, it is asked that you need to prove that AC equal to DF. So students, you had already proved that ACFD is a parallelogram. Here you had proved that ACFD is a parallelogram. So in the parallelogram, opposite sides are equal and parallel. So if it is a parallelogram, so AC and DF are the opposite sides of the parallelogram ACFD. So it will be equal. So for the fifth part, only you need to write it AC equal to DF opposite. Reason is that in the fourth part you have given the proof that ACFD is a parallelogram. So only you need to write for the fifth part AC equal to DF opposite sides of parallelogram. Opposite sides of parallelogram ACFD. So that's why both will be equal. AC equal to DF you had already given, it is a parallelogram, so AC equal to DF. So it is the proof of the fifth part, and one part is remaining. So kindly note down this. Then I will go for the sixth part. Okay, if you are written, then I am going for the sixth part. And in the sixth part, you need to prove two triangles congruent. Okay, so now I am going to erase that. Okay, and here I will write that what you need to prove in the sixth part. In the sixth part, you need to prove that triangle ABC congruence to triangle DEF. So you need to prove that triangle ABC and triangle DEF are congruence. So first I am going to search both the triangles. So triangle ABC is here, triangle DEF is here, and you need to prove that both the triangles are congruent. So I am going for that. In triangle ABC and triangle DEF. Now students, AB and DE side are equal of both the triangle. It is already given in the question. Here it is given AB equal to DE, and AB and DE are the corresponding side of both triangles. So here you will write AB equal to DE. It is already given in the question. Next it is given here BC equal to EF. BC and EF are equal, that is again given in the question. So BC and EF are the corresponding side. So BC and EF that are equal. So BC equal to EF, that is given. So you got two sides are equal, that is already given in the question. Anyone who can give me the third value, what the third value will be equal? Okay, that is AC equal to DF. Kindly see the fifth part. You have proved that AC equal to DF, and AC and DF are the corresponding side. AC is the side of the triangle ABC, it is here, and here DF is the side of the second triangle. And you had already proved that AC equal to DF in the fifth part. So here you will write AC equal to DF, and in the region you will give, it is already proved. So here two sides was equal, that is was given in the question, and third AC equal to DF, that you had already proved before this part. So in the fifth part you had given the proof of this. So here all the three corresponding sides are equal. So it shows that triangle ABC congruence to triangle DEF, and criteria is triple S criteria. So by triple S criteria, both the triangles are congruent. So it is the last part of the question number 11th. So you need to write it. So again, students, here you are going to get that if you had completed, you are going to get that here 6 parts are given to prove in this question, but all the parts were very simple. Only you had given the region, whatever the theorem you are going to apply, the same region you had given, and after that all the parts were proved. So now I am going to conclude the class for today here, and tomorrow I will complete this exercise. Only one question is left in this exercise, so tomorrow it will be completed. So kindly note down this, and after that you need to leave the class. So thank you, students. Thank you to all of you.